So I think part of the kind of evolution of the church's culture involves greater awareness of the business of doing church. It's almost something we didn't like to talk about. Definitely. Right? We want to use the word business and church in the same sentence. All right. But we've become aware of the fact that everything costs money, right? We've become aware of the fact that our buildings cost money, our equipment costs money, our staffing costs money, our events cost money, everything costs money.
Exactly. And God will provide
and
necessarily pay every bill.
Well, yeah, it's at that place where I think we reached the crossroads several years ago and realized that we're going to have to become more strategic and more intentional about how we fund our operations. And it's gotten to the point where pastors that come to me or young ministers that come to me and say, I want to start a church. What's your advice? Okay. I used to talk to them about prayer. I used to talk to them about scoping the city. I used to talk to them about soul winning. And now the first thing I say is, how much money do you have? All right. And they look at me like, what? I say, yeah, winning souls is free. Yeah. Building a church is going to cost. Yeah. And if you underestimate the costs involved, or you are naive when it comes to the business of church, you're not going to successfully build a church community because there are costs. And you're going to have to kind of put on an entrepreneurial cap. And as much as it's not your business, you still have to think of it as God's business. Yeah. Yeah. Right? You're stewards of God's business. Jesus said, I must be about my Father's business. Yes. And so you have to look at church planting and church growth as having a very real business component. And I think as part of the evolution of our culture, we are increasingly more aware of that.
Yeah. I think we should just take a moment to just pause and just consider that.